So if you're watching this video, chances are you've probably asked me, Andrea, what do I do about colour? How do I colour match? I am so worried about getting the colour wrong. So let me first start by putting your mind at ease and say it's actually not that important. Now a topper is an 8x8 cap, so it goes all the way around your head, giving you really good coverage. So your hair will poke out from around the nape of your neck and around the front hairline when it comes to doing the blend, and maybe a little bit around the nape of your neck, around your ears. So really, it's not a 100% needed that your hair is exactly the same colour as the topper. Now, most of you don't love your colour as it is exactly right now. So there's no point killing yourselves to get the topper to be exactly the same colour as the hair colour that you have right now if you don't love it. So I always say to my clients, look, you're buying yourself new hair. It's an exciting investment and it's not cheap. Let's just call it for what it is. Their hair is expensive. So go for the colour that you've always wanted. Go for the colour that makes you feel excited, okay? Now, if your hair is black, can you go for a blonde topper? No, of course, but you can definitely deviate between your own hair colour and a shade slightly lighter, slightly darker. Now, as long as the root matches, and we always add in a short root to our toppers, and as long as, you know, we're nearly there, then you can definitely get away with it. So that's hopefully some reassurance right there. Now, it's worth mentioning that if you are wanting, you know, to go slightly lighter or slightly darker, a bit like what I've done, I've got a little bit lighter than what I actually naturally have, then a two-tone colour, so something that's highlighted, low-lighted, ombre, a colour mix, and most of our colours are, because that's what's beautiful, the different colours, the different tones. Then if the topper has 2-3 different tones going through it, then chances are it's going to be a lot easier to match your hair, because you're going to have, say you've got brown and light brown and caramel running through the topper, and then your own hair here is a caramel, then that will catch onto that and it will all blend in really well. So if you want to deviate from your colour slightly, then having a multi-tonal topper will really help to do that, because there'll be lots of different tones. It will distract the eye. If you have an all over block solid colour, then yeah, really you do need to get quite close, because what you don't want is to have dark brown solid block hair and then a sort of rich red brown solid topper, and then yes, at that point you may see a little bit. Now, another thing to bear in mind is gram. The thicker the topper, so like mine, the more it's going to hide your bio hair underneath. But if you go for a skinny or you go for something lighter in gram, then more of your own hair will poke through. So then yes, colour match does become a little bit more difficult. So I hear you saying, Andrea, you're not answering my question. How do I colour match? Okay, so first of all, lighting is your friend. Although I look very radiant in these spotlights, it's not accurately showing my hair colour. So what I need from you is to reach out to me and say, hey, this is my hair. Take some photos, the natural light coming at you, so the window coming at you, no topper on, no fibres, no, you know, if your hair's super dirty, maybe you haven't washed it for a week and you feel it's really greasy and it's looking really dark, just wait. Wash it, then send me the photos. If you're due a colour, I have so many people send me their hair colour pictures and then say, oh, I'm going to colour it tomorrow. Colour it first. Let me see it as it is. Get it coloured, wash it so it's nice and clean, take the fibres out, natural light coming at you, and take it. Now, many of you send me photos like this. I can't see. Take a step back, exactly how I am, photo. Take your head down, let me see the root colour, because that's what we're going to be matching, photo. Turn to the side, photo. Turn to the back, photo. That lets me see even things that you might not be looking for. So how far does the root drag? How much root drag is there down? These are things I add into the colours when I'm creating. So all of these things matter, especially to somebody like me who really looks for the attention to detail. And that's why you come to me. You come to me for that detail. Okay, so where are we up to? If you want to colour match and you don't want to deviate slightly from your hair colour, or you just want advice, come to me first with photos. I get so many messages going, hey, will this match? I don't know who you are yet. Let me learn who you are. Let me see your colour. I've got quite a photographic memory. Once I see, and I'm always very, very honest, this is something I don't budge on. I will never say, yes, it will match, because I want to make the sale. Believe me, I want the colour to work for you more than I want to make the sale. This you have 100% guarantee on. It needs to work for you. You will be representing Perfect Fringe when you're wearing our hair. So this is really, really important. So photos, natural daylight. And I'll be really honest, if it doesn't match, don't be upset. I create so many pieces. I create thousands and thousands over and over again. Just wait, just watch and wait. And also, once I've seen your photos and I've got you in my messages, I will be the first one to go, oh, Caroline, this is your colour. I think this will work, because I save your photos. Unless you ask me to delete, I will save your photos. I never share unless I'm asked to, or I've got some beautiful before and afters, I've got permission. I will not share them. So rest, take some, comfort knowing that if you send me a photo of your hair, I do not share. I just keep them just for myself. There's no huge team that sees them. It's just to me to help you colour match. Okay, so this, you have my confidence on. So once we then find a colour where we think it could match, at that point you are welcome to return. You just pay the return postage back to us, and if you're overseas, you pay the existing postage going out and the postage coming back. But other than that, we don't take any processing fees. So if the colour didn't work, it didn't work. You might be surprised. You might think it won't work. You might pop it on. The amount of clients I've had where they're like, oh my God, I've gone lighter and it really, really suits me, and this is my new colour now. Or the opposite, oh my God, I really suit dark, I really suit warm. I thought I was ash, but actually I'm gold and my partner prefers me gold. So sometimes you need to see it on. I used to have black hair, then I used to have reddy brown hair, and now I'm caramel, and I absolutely love caramel. So you'd be surprised what might suit your skin tone and your colouring. And remember, it's what you love that matters. It's not really we love our husbands and our partners and so on, but at the end of the day, you need to look in the mirror and feel happy. So take with a pinch of salt the advice from friends and family. Just look in the mirror and see how you feel. Okay, so you need to love yourself in that colour. That's the most important thing. So can you deviate slightly from what your bow hair is? Yes. If you're not loving your bow hair at the moment, maybe get it coloured first. If you're planning on going lighter, maybe lighten it first. If you're planning on going darker, darken it first. Then show me the photos. Now, maybe you are super, super, super picky with your hair colour. Maybe your hair colour is very difficult to match. Maybe it's a mousy brown and it's very natural and you're allergic to dye and you know you can't dye your hair, and it's paramount that your topper matches your bow hair. Send me a sample. You cut a little bit from here, from the nape of the neck. I need to see the root as well and the ends. I need a decent amount. So maybe, I know that's a really hard thing to say, but think about it. You're asking me to match an entire topper based on your hair. I need to be able to see. So although it might hurt, I do need like a little bit like this, maybe a little bit less, maybe like this. Little sample stuck on a white piece of paper. And I keep your samples. I've kept clients' samples for, even up to a year. I don't guarantee that once I have your sample and you've cut your hair, I'm going to magically have a topper for you. That's not what I'm guaranteeing. But you are much closer to a match if I physically have your hair sample in front of me and I'm comparing it with the topper. So does it need to match 100%? No. Can you return? Yes. Can you send a sample for colour matching and we go down the custom route? No returns. Does cost a bit more. It takes me longer. There's a lot more pressure on my shoulders when I'm doing a custom. Yes. So you've got 3 different avenues to go down. Ask me, buy with confidence knowing that you can return, or send the colour match and we can go down the custom route and you can. Now, they're human hair, so they can be dyed. We can always tweak the colour. If, God forbid, something's gone wrong and we've gone down the custom route and you've sent your sample and I don't know, I've messed up, you can always send it back. I can always darken it, lighten it, tone it, change the tone, make it slightly ash, make it slightly golden. It's hair. So, the same way I created the hair colour in the first place, it can further be manipulated. 6 months down the line, will my colour fade? Yes. Will you go to your hairdressers, get your colour dyed, and in 6 months it still have not faded? No. Would you ever go back to your hairdresser after 6 months and say, my colour's faded? She'll look at you like, it's been 6 months. It's the same with human hair toppers. I'm so sorry. I wish they just were perfect and lasted forever, but it's still hair. They will still oxidize, they will still fade, they will still be bleached by the sun, they will still wash out, the color will lighten and fade unless they're virgin. The color will still lighten and fade with washes and so on. We put semi-permanents on. We don't use permanent dyes because permanent is to lift grey or deposit, and we were depositing, so we use semi-permanent. So yes, they will fade. We offer the R&R service where we can help you maintain your colour. So hopefully that wasn't too long-winded. Colour match is just one of those things where, yes, we want to match your hair colour close. We also want the hair colour to be something that you class as flattering for you, but we have to be really open-minded in the sense that, with time we do need to accept the fact that hair colour will fade a little bit, especially the root area if the sun's smacking down. In the winter, we expect less fade. In the summer, we get more. If you travel a lot, if you wash it too often, all of these things do really expedite the fading, unfortunately, the fading of the hair. So I hope that's helped. Please reach out to me. Please don't just buy blindly. I have 18 years experience where I can see your photo, see the color, and just be like, yes, no, yes, no. I'll always be very, very honest with you. And if today you don't find your topper, it's worth holding on, because tomorrow you might find your perfect color. So color match is important, but with an 8x8 topper, and again, I'm going to trace with my fingers where my topper is sitting. Color match doesn't have to be exact. So do deviate that tone to where you think it suits your face, that sweet spot. And we all know, don't we? We all know that, some of us really suit ash. My fair skinned, green eyed clients look amazing with ash. My, warm olive skinned clients with the dark eyes, the gold makes everything pop. So you know your tone, but if you don't, I'm happy to sort of give you my advice as well. So I hope that's helped. Colour is just one of those things where it's down to, the beauty is, they say it's the eyes of the beholder, isn't it? It's what you find beautiful. But I'm here to help you colour match, and I'm here to give you my advice as best as I can. And yeah, I really hope that's helped. All right.